Allegedly, we're live. Allegedly, again, people. Hello.
Allegedly.
Yeah, hello.
My phone usually tells me. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. We're live, dude.
Hello, and welcome back again this week.
Yeah, and made it to another one, dude.
Episode 117.
Seven.
Antisocial Experience live. I'm Nick. I'm here with Yo Jimbo.
Hi, Jimbo.
Yo Jimbo. Hi, Jimbo. That's a good one.
I like that.
It's like two names in one.
Yeah.
That being said, let me get the shilling out of the way. I'm moving this to before the show now because of the dumbness of it being in the audio episode for people. We'll cut it out.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Antisocial Experience on YouTube. Check it out. We have Antisocial Experience on Facebook. That is our Facebook page. Feel free to follow us there. And if they have the notification thing, do that so you will know when we go live. As well as the website, antisocialexperience.com. Constantly under construction, work in progress.
Yeah, dude, you got like the white helmet on constantly with that site.
What?
The white construction helmet.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're constantly like bulldozers and shit rolling through there.
Like New York City streets.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, that being that, yeah, we're live. Broadcasting from the Eastern Coast, kind of.
Yeah, yo, dude, we're straight East Coast. Yeah, Bouncing Souls said so in a song. So
Of our wonderful United States of America. Thank you for joining us. We have some plans.
yeah,
Damn it, that's not what I meant. We have some words.
with some words planned. Is that better?
Yeah, I'm rolling the intro, man. Rolling the intro. Right. ASE Live, we're back. Nick, Jim.
Jimbo, Nick, Jimbo.
Oh,
What'd you call me? Yo, Jimbo.
what is this? Yeah, Yo Jimbo. Wednesday, February.
No, Tuesday. Yeah, we're on Tuesday this time. We've been Wednesdays lately. But
Yeah, Tuesday, February 25th, 2020, the year of perfect vision.
yeah.
Or whatever, what?
Hindsight.
Yeah, whatever joke you can come up with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think how to put this out there for people. Sadly, we had a tragedy in the online community, like the online YouTube-ish kind of community, but just online presence. Mad Mike Hughes.
Yeah. And you just introduced me to him recently.
Yeah, and see, there's a thing about that because he had always been doing he like SpaceX. They did stuff outside of NASA.
Yeah, but he's a flat earther, right?
Well,
He is, because
once he gained some support, he really started shilling it and pushing it. And
Okay.
like, I'm going to prove the Earth's flat with my rocket. Get up
Right.
there. Which makes it even sadder in the end. Because something that you can prove from the ground by looking up and with a little bit of intelligence, he was going to try and disprove with some steam-powered rocket.
Steam powered, like
Not like not combustion engine and
No.
fuel and...
steam, man. Like it's like what was that, like
Steam-powered
1800s ish? Was steam power was pretty big 1800s,
I don't know, man. That was like what steam drives. What trains? Some trains.
Yeah. Steam driven
like
locomotives.
The riverboat casinos weren't they steamboats?
Yeah, steamboats.
I mean, not that there's
Steamboat Willie. I mean, that was originally Mickey Mouse. He was the 30s, so I mean,
Right.
it was said to some.
It had to,
It was somewhere in that time period. I don't know,
but
man.
just didn't have to be Like, and I understand gaining more support of an online community and helping spread the word of what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what.
And, just individual getting support from others with what you're doing and the large number of people that come with the flat earth community around the world, not just online, around the world. And any money or revenue that may have come
Did you say Eddie money or any money?
Eddie money. Eddie money.
2 tickets to paradise.
Right? No, any revenue that may have come from that group of people, just, like, it's so sad it didn't have to be. But, he went down doing what he loved, what he was trying to do.
Right. And I mean, in any sense, I mean, I don't know if there's a good way to go. Is that considered a good way to go, I guess? Doing something you love?
Yeah. Why not? I mean,
right.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I don't know that he loved it. You would think he would.
Well, I mean, to put that much love, that dedication in something, you would have to have some sort of drive to it,
there
right?
had to have been some kind of, like, peer and
passion
community pressure after being
yeah.
I'm going to prove the earth is flat.
Right, but he still had to have a passion to do it. I mean, you can talk a big game, but if you, I'm not building a steam-powered rocket anytime soon,
Well, number one, I'm not going to get high enough with it. I'm not going to escape the atmosphere and gravity.
No. I've never gotten that high either.
I know that. Isn't that everybody's dream?
Yeah, right.
Too high. But no, just, I don't know. I heard about that, and I'm just like, wow. Like, because he had been launching himself before.
Yeah, this is, what I read was this is his third rocket?
Yeah, I mean, he even got airtime on a British television show.
Well, the one where he just passed away, they were filming for a science documentary.
Right.
Yeah, something. Yeah. It was about home scientists, basically. Was the documentary was about, you know what I mean? Like home inventors, home scientists, whatever.
In respect for this guy and just the whatever science, experimentation, exploration, space.
Well, not only that, like Daredevils, man.
Daredevils
Evil
in general.
you know what I mean?
I'm not going to pull up the video or anything. If you want to seek it out, Mad Mike Q's online. We don't need to watch the video.
No.
See something sad happen.
No, I mean, I didn't even watch the video. I just saw pictures of, like, you know what I mean? Because tragically, I mean, it's okay, I guess, to explain what happened was the ladder grabbed a hold of...
I think it was the ladder or part of the launch pad.
The ladder was one of those, like, a wheeling ladder, okay? Like,
you would wheel in?
Yes.
Okay.
And what happened was he wheeled up, he used it to get in the cockpit, from what I read. And when he did this and launched, it caught one of the cans that was the part of the parachute.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Release the parachute. Right. So when it grabbed a hold of that can, it ripped the can, which pulled the parachute out immediately.
Ripped the parachute completely off on his way up.
Yep.
He had no chute to come down.
No. And he basically arced, and it said he went about a half mile and then arced back down.
He got high for sure.
Oh, dude, super high. Yeah, no joke. That was a bong rip from hell.
I mean, I don't mean to laugh, but yeah, that's...
No, dude, that's...
to steam-powered launch.
Can you imagine the pressure behind, think of the steam, like the steam itself, how much pressure, like what was he using to build up this, like what, I didn't read like what actually he had, like the mechanism he had to launch him, like what was this, how was he building up that much pressure with steam?
Rumors have whispered through the grapevine it was a tea kettle with a silencer on it. I have no clue.
Well, you know what I mean, though. Yeah. That's interesting to, like, wonder, like, because there would have to be a barrel or something to hold that much pressure to propel him.
I imagine some kind of boiler system, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Like a boiler system to keep heating, making more steam.
Yeah.
And then build it up, and then, wow.
Just an ultimate release, yeah, I guess.
Not only that, let's put aside just how crazy it is, one, to be exploring that. I'm going to disprove the globe. Put all that to the side and just look at the raw facts of what he's doing. Rocket, launching yourself in the air. You're trying to escape gravity, escape the atmosphere, and you're doing
with a steam-powered rocket.
Steam-powered, like not even what other people have done, like combustion engines.
No.
You know how, like the I don't know what, bravery, balls, whatever you want to call it.
Stupidity?
Not really. I mean, got to start somewhere. If you're if you're a one man band,
yeah, and I guess I don't know if you don't have the I get no. You're right.
It's like I don't want to say a steam explosion couldn't blow you up on the ground.
Oh, it could.
Okay, I mean, if it's sending that over a half mile up,
it would blow you to pieces.
Okay, so I mean,
that was a problem with the locomotives back in the day. It would blow like the kettles and stuff would blow, man. Wow. And it would blow people apart. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's just, I remember hearing that, and I'm like, damn, because he was doing something good. Just in general, just showing what you can do as an individual.
Absolutely.
Through innovation, even though other people had already done it years ago, he was doing what he could as a one-man band.
Yeah. Dude, just going the route of steam, though, I'm just like so...
I don't know. I don't
flabbergasted, I guess, by it. I'm just like, wow. Like,
would you really want to be messing with like stuff that...
Dude, I don't like heights, so I don't want to mess anything up over 3 floors to begin with.
Right, but do you see the size of the flames and explosion coming out of the like NASA or SpaceX rockets and NASA ships, and when they would launch the shuttle years ago? That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People were like back, like they would be out on a peninsula or whatever down in Florida, and people were on the opposite shore watching.
Yeah, and still feeling the heat from that, man.
That's crazy stuff. So I don't know if I'd want to mess with a mixture like that or...
No, I mean, he definitely, he had his life at risk at all times, even being around that thing. You know what I mean?
What about slingshot power? 2021 antisocial experience slingshots.
Yeah, rubber band and
powerful enough to get into space.
Dude, if we could rubber band ourselves to outer space, legendary.
Right? Who's the first one to do that? Us. My hat's off to you. Slingshotting yourself to space. Holy shit.
Yeah. But I mean, what this Mad Mike Hughes did do, I read he jumped it was a 6,500 pound limousine. He jumped it 103 feet. He jumped a fucking limousine 103 feet, dude. Like, that's insane.
That's like you take to the prom dates?
Yeah, like a limo.
He didn't jump over one and go 103 feet. He jumped an actual limousine.
He jumped a limousine 103 feet, like off a ramp. That's awesome.
That's like a third of a football field. What is it, 100 yards?
Yeah, 100 yards.
So third of a football field?
Yeah, a third of a football field.
A limousine.
Yeah, and almost 7,000 pound limousine. That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, being a daredevil, though, comes with some failures, you would think.
Oh, absolutely. It has to. I mean, that starts right with the you got to start somewhere kind of thing. Like, I would think that would start off at, like, home demolition derbies, like at your race, like, you know what I mean, local racetrack or something. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I used to think about that as well, just because my nephews raced the like late model cars.
Yeah, my dad's a sprint car racer. He's late models, you name it. My dad's raced it, man. Like, that's why I've grew up with that in my life.
Some of that stuff is nuts,
dude.
Because they're not going slow.
No, my God, no.
And that's the, as far as I'm concerned, speed is the biggest illusion known to mankind. Because think about driving a car. When you're behind somebody, whatever, and you're running late and they're doing like 25, 30 down a highway that has a higher speed, you're like, come on, I just want to go. Then think about when you're actually doing 50, 60. It feels like you're still barely moving, but hit in, smack into something that'll stop that car dead. You're going to know it if you survive.
If you survive, yeah.
So yeah, speed is the most deceiving illusion, I'll say.
Yeah, I have I went 107, I think it was, on a snowmobile one time, man, and it was like to the point where like you can't even lift your head up over the windshield because it feels like it's gonna rip your whole head off.
Rip you right off.
Yeah. It was scary.
Those type of things can happen, man.
Yeah. Oh, I know all too well. I've seen my dad, like, my dad's been through some crashes, man. He split helmets and everything else, like.
Yeah, that's a few people. More than, I don't want to say a few, like I know 10, 20, but lately a couple people that I know personally, like, oh, I'm going to get an electric bike at different times. And they're like, oh, one friend, he's like...
No, when you say an electric bike, like, what do you mean?
Like a bike with where the crank is and that.
Yeah.
They'll have like pedals that they can probably help pedal assist it. But if they want, they have throttle,
so
battery,
it's almost like a moped?
A powered hub, but it's running off battery power.
Okay, so it's a moped that's battery powered, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's an electric bike.
Okay.
But the thing is, some of those, when you hit the throttle on them. Like they're supposed to, I think the speed limit for bikes in New York City is like nothing above 19.9 miles an hour on streets, but most will do like 45, 55 mile
Oh
an
my
hour.
God.
Yeah. When you buy, like, you have to build your own, and I think companies that make them a little slower, like they limit them.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
obviously
sure
you
there's
can
a
upgrade,
yeah.
top it up a little
I
bit.
can't think of the term on that. What the hell do they call it?
I've told
A
everybody,
governor or whatever they put on those things.
Limiter,
That,
governor.
yeah.
everybody that said about buying one, my first words were like, look, you may think you look dumb, but you only get one head, one brain. Buy a helmet.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, dude. Helmet.
I've been on a few electric bikes before, and electric bikes behave differently than normal bicycles. Whenever you accelerate, whenever you're slowing down, whenever you're turning at different speeds, they behave way different than a normal bike.
I would assume they handle more like a motorcycle than they would
to an extent
than a bicycle, correct?
And if you never rode a motorcycle, you may
oh yeah, man,
get a little lost.
I know that's a whole different field. Like
we're not talking 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. It just
no, still, dude, that's fast. Dude, 20 mile an hour on a bicycle is fast. You lay something down at 20 mile an hour, you're gonna feel it.
Yeah. One of the people that helped innovate back years ago, like the electric skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
They were just went out one day to film some videos with an electric skateboard, and he was just riding, but they went to a track to ride, and it was one of the tracks where the asphalt is the kind where water don't lay on it, and it's a little spongy.
Yep.
You ever walk on that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was riding on that and just kind of carving on the track a little, and just hit the littlest rock, and he went, like, he whipped around and went down head, like, backwards, head hit, and it just changed his whole life. Like, it didn't kill him, but it about did.
Yeah, no, dude, you can, again, you only have one head, like, you gotta.
That was 15, 20 mile an hour on an electric skateboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a helmet would have been well worth.
Yeah, no, dude, always wear a helmet on anything like that. Like, please.
I know.
Anybody listening,
I'm an adult. You can't tell me. Yeah, that's, to be fair, that's, there's laws that say that if you have the experience, you don't have to wear a helmet on a motorcycle, right?
Right.
But you get one head, one brain, hope.
Yeah, and you can't control, it's not necessarily you have to worry about. It's everybody else.
Environmental factors, everybody else.
It's, like there's so many things, man.
Right. And I mean, if something bad does happen, just hope science has evolved enough to where they can repair you.
Yeah.
They'll rebuild you like Frogger.
The $6 million man.
Yeah, they built him too.
Yeah, they did, man. Remember they spent like $20 on Peter Griffin that one time. Gave him like a stick arm and a bucket for a leg.
I didn't see that.
Oh no, yeah, dude, he's like the 75-cent man or something like that.
Is that show still on?
I think so. I'm pretty sure it's still running. Yeah.
Do they still?
They're on 20-some seasons at this point. Like, I don't know, man. The humor in that show is kind of just got old to me.
Right. That's what I was just gonna ask. Do they still have the evil monkey in Chris's closet?
I haven't watched it.
I mean, that went on forever. Where it would point at him.
Yeah. No. The monkey and him eventually became friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it moved out eventually. To be honest with you,
I didn't follow it enough that far.
I think I might have made it a little further than you, but I haven't watched in years, man.
But back to our main point.
Yeah.
The failing with Mad Mike Hughes. Obviously, that's the worst kind of failure, where it ends in disaster, fatality, loss of life. There's other ways you can fail too, and I want to bring up a few of those. Talk about them in our history. Well, not our history, but in history.
In history, yes.
People that you may have heard of once upon a time.
Oh,
maybe not.
Sure.
Maybe not. Maybe they know some of these people. Walt Disney.
Yeah.
Does anybody know who he is?
I'm a little familiar with the man.
All right, okay. So Walt Disney, if I remember this, he was in his 20s, 21, 22, worked for a newspaper.
Kansas City Report.
Was fired by the editor.
Correct. For not being imaginative enough.
No imagination. No good ideas. You're gone, son.
Mm-hmm. That's a true story.
Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. No. Then he bought his first studio, which was... Laugh-O-Gram, I think is what he called it. I think
that's what it's called, yeah.
Memory's fuzzy. Old brain, sorry. That went bankrupt. The guy went to California with $40 in pocket, if I remember the story. And look at what Walt Disney is today.
Yeah, but didn't his brother came along and assisted him somewhere along the line?
Right. I think at at Laugh-O-Gram.
Okay,
Maybe.
okay, that's where. Okay,
I'm not sure entirely where, but just
my cousin be the guy that know he's been working at Disney for like 20 some years.
like, just imagine. And granted, Walt Disney and that editor that fired him, the editor might have been around the same age, possibly a little younger if he was, connected with the studio family and the company.
It's all who you know.
of the
Everybody knows that in
newspaper.
life,
Or
man.
maybe he's a little older. But imagine firing that guy. And
then
and then you have family, and later on, this many years later, your relatives are like, yeah, my so-and-so fired Walt Disney. Like, what an idiot.
yeah,
Like,
what an idiot.
What an idiot.
But no, let's be thankful again. This goes back to our time travel thing. If he
Right.
wouldn't have got fired, we might not have had
Right.
all this. You know,
You wouldn't have the Disney Galaxy cropping up once
No.
we get space exploration nailed down.
like
They'll probably be the first ones down a Galaxy.
oh, for sure, man.
It's
Dude,
going to
they've
be like Apple, Disney, Microsoft, and Google.
yeah,
That's it.
Lugal.
What was that? The hot tub time machine?
Yeah.
Bald dude steals Google.
Yeah. He was a genius.
Right? No, he just had a time machine.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's a genius. And renamed it Lugal.
Continuing on with Amazon, Jeff Bezos.
Okay, I'm not familiar with this.
Okay,
one.
so this guy, you
He
have-
started in his garage too, correct?
I don't know how he did it. I didn't
Okay.
go full in depth, and it was been a while since I read pulling some of these from memory because they failed at some point or another.
Okay.
He had another venture before Amazon that failed. I forget what it even was, but he did end up having Amazon, and one good example of something he made to do something like his competitors, but it wasn't different enough. The Fire Phone, the Amazon Fire Phone, they wanted to make a cell phone.
Yeah.
And it was a flop, sinking ship all the way. But after selling books and e-readers, that grew to the biggest online marketplace that there is for buying what basically
Anything.
really.
Dude, you can buy a poop knife on Amazon.
And here's another thing.
That's obscure.
If you're trying to find something online, have you ever heard anybody talk negative like, oh, what's this? What is it? AliExpress?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, AliExpress is another website that if you can't find it on Amazon, they usually have it, or they have the weird, obscure stuff that you're not going to find.
Okay.
Maybe if somebody's selling their personal copy or variant of that item on eBay, but if you outside of that, you'll find it on AliExpress. And it's like, oh, that's sketchy. I ain't going to trust that. Well, why not? I've ordered from AliExpress many times. They're often fighting for the top slot with Amazon.
Yeah.
So it serves a different part of the world, like Asia, well, the whole world.
Yeah. That's like I use that Mercari and eBay. You know, I don't know if you ever used Mercari, but it's
A little bit here and there.
Yeah, it's not a bad site either.
What do they sell there?
It's basically like an eBay, except it's not an auction. You basically can throw people offers. You can,
okay.
if people like it, you can offer special discounts. It's basically like an online yard sale of like, hey man, I'll give you, you have it
Right.
at listed $20. I'll give you 15 for it. All right, sold.
Penny candy, but
Yeah.
2 cents.
Yeah, no, it's I like it. I've gotten rid of a lot of
Really?
junk on there. Yeah, that's not me, is it?
No, that was my phone. Sorry about that, people. I'm going to silence it. Matter of fact, I'll have to send a text. Continuing on, though, let's look at somebody that really pushed innovation forward. Do you even know who I'm going to say?
Bill Gates.
I mean, yeah, but Steve Jobs. I mean, let's take a look at this guy. What he did. He worked at Apple. There's a disagreement in a meeting about whatever. Not getting along with some of the other people that had stake in the company, was pushed out, fired at Apple. And being out of there, he ended up doing stuff, ended up with forming Pixar.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He came, Pixar Studios?
Mhm.
Or Pixar? Yeah. The animation studio.
Yeah.
Formed that, and then he did end up, I think, 1997 maybe. He Was it 97? I don't know. He did end up getting hired back at Apple.
Right.
And then Pixar sold for 7 point some billion or whatever, I think.
To Disney.
7.4 billion to Disney.
Yeah.
But aside from Pixar Studios, take a look at everything else. The iPhone, iPad, the connector on MacBooks, that magnetic connector.
The Apple IIe, for Christ's sakes, dude. Like, let's go back to start. You know what I mean?
Way back. I mean, that was before Pixar and all that.
Yeah. I mean, that computer itself was, you know what I mean, at the time, like, holy shit.
The fact that they were building computers in a garage, like, for the first, you know, like, that's... And that was hobbyists, nerds at that point, getting in on those. But to have the vision of... I see a computer in every home, and like nobody would hear that out back whenever, you know, him saying that by this time I see a computer in every home. They're like, yeah, right. What use are they going to have?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. To have the computer at home. Like, I don't even know. Like to see, I don't know. To foresee that, you know what I mean? Like, like someday this is going to happen. Like that's a ballsy thing to be like, somebody's going to have one of these in their home every freaking day. Or, you know what I mean?
Multiple ones.
Yeah, multiple ones in their home someday in 20 years. Like, this is going to own the world.
And then the whole way he presented the iPhone, he's like, we're not releasing one product.
Bob just messaged in.
Who? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Elon's another good innovator. Definitely Bob. Mad scientist.
Yeah.
And if you've caught earlier episodes, we have debated on whether he's the world's first supervillain or not.
Yeah.
Or he could be, definitely.
Dude, he gives out flamethrowers.
Like Lex Luthor.
Yeah,
style,
yeah.
Evil villain. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not bald yet, but
He will be.
you know.
He'll invent something and he doesn't even need to be. Speaking of being bald, the Hair Club for Men guy just died. Sly Struthers, I think his name was. You know,
No.
I'm not only the president, I'm also a member or whatever he was.
No.
Yeah, he just passed away. Yeah, that guy.
Let's one other example, and I don't even know how I know this. You know, just little bit of trivia from the past. Vera Wang, I think, she worked for Vogue magazine.
Why do I know that name?
Or is it Vera Wang? Or anyhow, I probably cobbled that name horrendously. Vera Wang, I think it is. Or
Who made Yahoo? Jerry Yang.
Vera Wang. I can't remember how her name goes. But anyway, she worked for magazine. I think Vogue, one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to go for the editor-in-chief position.
Okay.
Didn't get it. Either, I don't know if she got fired or quit, but ended up making like fashion dresses that...
Thanks, Bob.
You know what I mean? What'd he say?
She made my purse.
Oh, that's a good one.
I know, it's classic.
Did you bring that today?
No, I didn't.
It's the 2020 version, right?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay.
I always get the updated purse. My mom gets me a new purse every year for Christmas. Thanks, Mom. It matches my shoes.
Yeah, there's countless people that... But the thing they all have in common is, and maybe they didn't fail with their first idea or first whatever they attempted. Maybe some of them had success and then failed later on. But other than all having failure in common, the other thing they have in common is when they did fail, they didn't just like give up.
They kept pushing.
They sent it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. They
Sent it,
pushed harder.
Full send and stuck the landing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
flying colors.
But is that like the big FU to the people who, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes that's what lights the fire. Like, all right, you don't like it? Well, then I'm going to put you and your whole company down.
It's like, you know, I have to hear my kid, like, talking to me like, Dad, your great uncle fired Walt. Shut up, kid. You know?
Don't remind me of that.
That's what happened with this family. Look at us now.
We're living in a shack, and I could have owned Steamboat Willie. You know,
Shit, I'd be living in the Magic Kingdom.
Cinderella be my bitch.
That's not nice, but
No.
he said it.
Yeah, I know. I'd say it again, man.
Oh. What else do you got for us? Anything over there?
Well,
You said you had some notes.
I had I believe Colonel Sanders failed at one time. I think let me double check on that.
The chicken guy?
Yeah, Colonel Sanders and Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, and
I'm trying to see.
think about some of the changes these people have made in the world.
Oh, dude, Oprah's giving everybody but me a car.
Yeah, no. Right?
Well, everybody but me and you, I guess.
No, that's where I got that.
Oh,
one.
that's where you got that one. That's sweet. Woo! Everybody get in the car. She's a good time.
It had a dent in it, though, so I'm trying to like get in contact to get a refund.
Yeah.
Not a refund, but a newer, undented model.
An un-Oprah model. Okay, here we go.
Who's this?
This is Oprah. She was fired from her first TV job as an anchor in Baltimore.
Yeah, a news
That's what
anchor.
it was. Okay, I didn't know that.
And did they was it somebody higher up, like, yeah, you're just no good?
Yeah, basically. And
Would have had to have been, right?
yeah, and Stephen King, he was rejected 30 some times. Carrie was rejected over 30 times.
And look,
That was his first-
Look
yeah.
at the amount of books that guy has.
Oh
out.
my god, dude! Like, my girlfriend's a huge Stephen King fan. Like, she actually just bought a Stephen King pop figure. He's all covered in blood, holding a book. It's pretty cool. But
Right.
she's huge into Stephen King.
Oprah.
She's not real huge into Oprah. No.
No, but I mean, Oprah being an inspiration to women worldwide.
Oh, my
And
God.
outside of that, just many people. The good she's tried to do, even with struggling in her own life and being a celebrity, TV personality, public personality, all that. Like,
Yeah, I forgot about this one too. Michael Jordan got cut from his. What was it? Let me see. Oh,
Michael Jordan.
yeah, Michael Jordan got cut from. Yeah, he got cut from his high school basketball team.
High school basketball.
Yep, he got cut from his high school basketball team.
You're no good, Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, little did they know this guy's like dunking from half court.
Dude, like, yeah, the greatest player ever.
I mean,
yeah.
no, he didn't dunk from half court.
No,
Foul line?
foul line is where he launched that one from. Yeah, still, dude.
Can you're a basketball fan?
Yes.
Like, I'm not even really a basketball fan. I watched a few games in
I have
my life.
I'm just more of a college basketball fan now, but like my entire life, I'm a diehard Knicks fan my whole life. But the Knicks have been horrible for over a decade, so it's like 2 decades now, maybe 3. But yeah, I've definitely. So I played basketball. I love basketball.
I don't want to say you can go to every country in any corner of the world and say Michael Jordan and they'll know the name, but basically anybody you talk to them about, they're going to know
Jordan is
basketball, Jordan, Air Jordan, Bulls, 23.
Yeah, like
Something. I
Yeah.
almost said 32. And I just think about it. I'm like,
That's
dyslexic
Magic Johnson.
backwards? Right.
that's Magic Johnson.
That's what I thought in my head, and I'm like, no, 23.
Isn't it odd that Magic Johnson, is still alive and like Kobe passed away? Like that's weird. That's weird. Like you'd have told me how many years ago that Magic Johnson was going to outlive Kobe Bryant. Like that's weird.
Not
man.
going to happen, right?
No, that's a strange thing. I'm not even making a joke out of
Did
that. Like
you-
that's weird.
What was the thing with Kobe? He was in the helicopter crash?
Yes.
What
Yeah.
happened there? Did they find out?
Nothing yet. But Kobe was I guess a hell of a helicopter pilot. He hated driving, so I guess for years he like flew in and out of games. He flew himself.
Right, but let's face facts, okay? If you had the money, if I had the money and the means, I would have flown down here tonight.
That's what I mean. Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would exactly. Like
Get away from all that stupid
That's
on the
what
road.
yeah. Like
Yeah, we'd have crashed into each other on the way here.
yeah, I know the only 2 helicopters in the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
No show.
We'd have still been late too.
They could get the headset black box recordings. Somebody had stitched together the last episode
From the black box.
posthumously. Is it okay to
saying-
laugh at your own demise?
No, I think it's okay.
Oh, shit. Yeah, a lot of things in common. They didn't give up. Obviously, Mad Mike Hughes isn't going to be doing any more.
Right.
But just
But even if he failed, I don't think he would have given up.
not
at
only
this.
that, the stigma that comes along with shilling, pushing the flat Earth thing, and he still didn't give up, despite all the criticism, all the naysayers saying like
The Earth's round.
it's round. You can prove it. Why don't you prove it from the ground first before
Yeah.
you try that?
Yeah.
Whatever. and he still continued on. Like, yeah. So obviously I had to be passionate about I think it was, I don't think the flat earth thing, like I said, I think that was a thing that came in later and
Later
found
on.
massive support, probably some revenue possibly from, I
Oh,
don't know.
hell yeah. How else you going to build that big steam boiler? You know?
Right. Yeah. Just, don't give up. I mean, shit. You know how many of these shows failed? And it's like, no, if I don't want to say if it was a job, but like, say, I don't know if I could do 100 and some episodes that were all massive failures and no successes ever, and I would still keep trying. Like, possibly, I'd probably try it differently.
Yeah.
At some point, way in the past. But the first couple streams, or the first couple recorded shows were rough. The first couple live streams were rough. But gradually, you get a handle on it, and once some of the kinks are ironed out, there's still problems that exist. But it's a bit of a process, and it does work.
Yeah, but it's a growing process, like
Yeah.
anything, man. Like, you know what I mean?
And it's like, well, here's the thing I wonder, though. Or not wonder. Here's the thing that I know for a fact. Like, what's their name? Oh, F my life. I can't remember. Who is it? Radio Lab. Okay. That's a show with 4 people on mic. And they take weeks, sometimes months. Sometimes they'll work on an episode for a long time and then, like, year or whatever, and then finally publish it. They send people out to travel, to get the story, to pull in everything, and they've covered quite a bit. But it's an NPR show, or I don't know if it's NPR or WNYC Studios in New York.
Okay.
But the fact is, it isn't just 4 people. You got a good mixture there of people creating stuff. You have one of the hosts on mic. I think he has a degree in music or something, and composing and whatnot. So he does the sound and the music for the show. But I think there's something like, per episode, there's something like 20 or 25 people included in each episode in the production of it.
Holy shit.
Right. And it's like shows that are more polished. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not saying every show has mad amounts of people out there, but I always wonder when I see a show that is audio only, maybe they do release some video here and there not related to the episodes. I kind of wonder how many people are behind that. Or when you see a good podcast like Rogan Show or any of the other podcasts out there, that are the online live streams or recordings that they later release, how many people are involved?
Right.
You know, Rogan Show is usually, I can't say there's no other people that are with the guest that's on and sitting outside of the actual studio where they're talking, but there's usually him, whoever's the guest on the show, if there's 1 or 2, and then the producer, one other guy, Jamie. I think a lot of shows like this run like that, with a producer off screen, or possibly one person on screen producing, another person assisting off screen. But the more polished ones usually have
like a team of people.
Yeah,
Wow.
massive team of people. And it's, you look at it, and from the outside you see, oh, there's 3 people talking, but you're not seeing the person that does the music, the digital music, the person that does, you know what I mean, the actual editing of the show, piecing it all together, the promos. Yeah, you don't see all that. But regardless, if you want to see, I don't want to call it failures, because most shows that are popular continue on. They're doing it for a reason. 1, because they like it. 2, they've found a way to generate revenue. That's another thing down the road. You know, some shows do go into that.
Yeah.
Some are just strictly hobby. And, you know, some of those have survived for at least a decade or more that are a hobby, and they've turned that into revenue.
Well, I mean, look at yourself. This is a hobby for you. You've been going, this is your 117th episode on this show? How many years now?
Audio, yeah. Video,
Well,
there's less episodes,
still.
but we started later. Yeah, year 2, 3.
3? So, I mean, even yourself, man. I mean...
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's kind of a one-man band thing, and it's rough around the edges. You can see that, you know. Well, it's not a one-man band. I mean, just as far as the back-end production.
You do. You fully, like...
You know, one-man band thing.
Yeah, no, like, as far as producing and everything else, like, it's all you know.
What do I have, though, without anybody else, though? I'm just going to come on here and rant about what?
Right. No, I get that.
Stare a hole through the camera lens.
Maybe put a cardboard cutout of me over here or something.
Use the force to wiggle the camera. What do I do, you know?
Yeah, no. And like I
never
even thought of that too.
Cardboard
Like,
cutout guest.
yeah.
And address it seriously, straight faced. Dude, I could get Trump in here.
You could get anybody you wanted.
Be like, tell me, is the skin tone real? It's real. It's not spray on tan.
You could just have somebody talk for him in the background.
Right?
That'd be awesome. That's an idea.
But no, it's if you have a story to tell, a conversation to have, an idea, something that you can't stop thinking about, talking about, sharing with other people, you may have an idea for an audio or a video show on your hands there.
Yeah.
And get out there and do it, produce it, make it happen is my best advice.
Yeah, and it's easy. Like, I mean, hell, I was doing it before, I came on here to do this with you. We were doing it out of my iPhone.
Right. And
like, that's all we were using. We were just straight an iPhone. Nothing else, man. We were editing everything straight from my phone.
And the other thing, the other side of that coin is there's a lot of people that heard about it like, oh, I'm going to do that. And they make 1 or 2. Usually it's under 7, under 10 episodes.
Yeah.
And it just, they never ran with it, failed. They uploaded the first couple episodes. They didn't get hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of downloads, and just like, all right, I'm done. Yeah.
Well, that's not fully committing to it either, man. Like, I don't know. I feel like you got to start with 1, 2 people. You know what I mean? And eventually it rolls on or it doesn't. Whatever.
A lot of people do it solo, and those shows are like where they're delivering value. Like Entrepreneur on Fire is a popular show. Mm-hmm. Or what is it? Yeah, Entrepreneur on Fire. That's one. The shows that are about creating audio podcasts. Other shows that review equipment, all that's usually solo stuff because they're relying on giving you the highlights on how to do something, reviewing products.
Yeah, I mean, I watch this. Like I said, I collect Super Nintendo games and like Super Nintendo stuff. But I watch this.
You collect them or you sell them?
I collect them. I both, but I do collect them.
You got a Super Metroid cartridge?
Not yet.
I need one.
Do you?
Yeah, I want one. I lost mine. I had an original like when it came out, but I lost it.
I'll keep an eye out for one.
Yeah, Super Metroid. It's a great game.
Yeah, very great game. Do you want the regular Nintendo or like the Super Nintendo, Super Metroid?
Super Metroid. Yeah.
Okay.
Not the
regular
Metroid.
Yeah, yours okay.
Super Nintendo. Yeah, SNES.
Yep. But yeah, I listened to a guy. His name's SNES Drunk on YouTube. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, drunk?
Yeah, he's really... Super Nintendo drunk. Yeah, is what he said.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
like Punch drunk.
Yeah, or SNES drunk. But he's a solo guy that, like you said, he relies on, all that stuff to carry his podcast through. He's going through videos. He's showing this. He's showing that. But there's, he doesn't need another person to show you this.
Through the history.
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. And I've said it before. I'll say it again. Those shows are great, and they usually have better audience retention. Whereas the 2 guys talk about whatever, 3 guys talk about whatever, usually it doesn't hold audience retention that well, and they're a pain to grow. It is the worst format to get into. But if you can do it and do it well and start scheduling guests, like there's a lot to it. And when I say a lot, there's a lot. Try it, learn. I encourage anyone. Whenever you try, if you can start getting guests and booking people to come on remotely, or you take the traveling aspect and do it, which I imagine is hard to do along with life. I don't think anybody starts out that way that doesn't already have the income they don't have to worry about money, that they can just start traveling and talking to people.
No.
So the other way is to do it remotely.
Yeah.
Which we've done that once or twice here. We're not totally in the Stone Age here.
No.
Did you get the revision for the wheel done yet?
We're still working on the blueprints.
Is it round?
Squares can be.
Square wheels. Shit. Anyhow, I don't have any more failures lined up. I just want to say hats off again to Mad Mike Hughes, man.
Yeah, kudos, man.
You are braver and crazier than I will hopefully ever be. Like steam powered rocket.
Yeah, steam.
Damn.
That's like Back to the Future shit there.
And there's only one Jordan number 1. What are you saying, Bob?
He's saying Jordan was number one. Michael Jordan. When I said
It was number 23.
yeah, he's saying he's number one basketball player ever.
Oh, yeah,
though.
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah, he's the GOAT, man.
Maybe.
I'm not getting in that debate.
He wasn't good as good at baseball, was he?
No. He definitely didn't have the baseball career.
So the touch that he had in basketball didn't translate
No, he wasn't. He wasn't a horrible baseball player. I mean,
to baseball or golf.
yeah. Well, I don't know how great of a golfer he is. He's no Tiger Woods.
Right. Well, look at basketball players in their physical shape. I mean, they're obviously different shapes, sizes, and whatnot, but they're, for the most part, muscular, thinner. Obviously, there's some heavier. I'm not going to say there's blobs that are dunking and playing basketball, but there's bigger guys, littler guys, tall. But most of them are athletic.
Yeah.
Baseball players, they all have, I don't know, like a basic average size. But baseball players just remind me that like they probably don't do as much work with their legs as they do their arms because they're batting and then they got to run.
Right.
They just, I don't know, they seem like they're...
And basketball's a constant running game. As the word
Right.
baseball, you're standing still a lot. You're waiting for the pitch to be thrown.
Right,
Like,
bat, and then you run, quick burst of speed.
yeah.
But it's just like, they're like bulkier up top, like kind of like a pyramid stood on its point.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
baseball players remind me of, where basketball players are just
No, just tall,
athletic
like,
in
yeah,
general, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't see a basketball player being great at baseball. I'm not saying they couldn't be,
No.
you know. But possibly, I don't know.
Yeah,
Might
but
get back into it.
That's that Patrick Mahomes that just won the Super Bowl for the Chiefs. Their quarterback, he was signed to the Mets when he was like 14.
Right.
Yeah, like
I just thought of
something to
something.
say. What's that?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
No, and it's kind of a knock, but then again, it isn't on Jordan, right? Look at him. Look at what he did in college, okay? And then in the NBA, right?
Yeah.
Everything he accomplished in life to be hustling underwear.
Hey,
But imagine the paycheck he got from
for
that
hustling
company.
underwear,
Right.
dude. I'll hustle underwear all day long for that paycheck.
It's better than toilet paper.
Yeah, way better than toilet paper. And Brett Favre was doing something weird. I forget what he was endorsing, but it was really weird.
And funny enough, like if you never saw one of the Jordan, what is it, Hanes commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah, shirts, whatever, underwear.
Yep.
He wasn't the first one to like, first popular person to like shill underwear or whatever, because a lot of shows nowadays, more audio podcasts than, I'm not going to say there's not videos that don't push it, but MeUndies is a company. If you've ever listened to any number of podcasts, you probably heard them. There's them that's a sponsor for a lot of shows, in Casper, the mattress company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, there's a lot of people pushing underwear these
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
Like, that's their thing.
Hey, dude, everybody's got to wear them. Well, I mean,
I
most
guess-
people do, I guess. Yeah, you don't have to do anything.
You know, that's true.
Yeah, you don't have to do
A lot
anything.
of people do, though.
Yeah.
Anyhow, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to sum it up other than just try again, man.
Yeah, but don't give up. I mean, in the end.
I wouldn't even say that's with hobby. That's just with life.
Yeah.
If you fall, get back up and keep going.
Yeah, that's the only way to go. If you give up, you're throwing yourself in the dirt. Like you're making it worse on yourself.
Get knocked down, pick it up again.
Yeah, tub thumper, dude. You
Right?
Chubbawamba through life.
Keep thumping tubs.
Yeah, Chubbawamba right through life.
Is that who that is?
Yeah, that's who
I
that
haven't heard
is.
that for a while.
No, well, thank God for that.
Right?
Yeah, that song was everywhere.
Dude, if we had it, we'd end the show with it.
I know.
Even though we get a copyright strike, I'd send it on that one.
It'd be worth it.
You think? We would just like, if we ever see, we could either take the video down, or if we ever made any revenue, we'd have to share it with their record label.
Yeah,
I'd keep the video up and share any
with it.
revenue.
Yeah, dude, just because it would be epic.
Yeah,
if we could roll out with Tub Thumper right now.
To send it on that. It's fitting. That's all I can say. Very fitting.
Yeah, it is.
Anyone out there, thank you for joining us, as always.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And again, thanks for having me out.
Just have me on. Thanks for everything, anything, conversation.
Absolutely. Until next time.
What are we doing? Oh, we're out. Henry.
See ya.